Welcome dear students. Today in this video lecture we are going to solve the basic numerical related with the fundamentals of compressible fluid flow. So let's start with the numerical number 1. Data for the numerical number 1 given over here, that calculate the velocity and Mach number of supersonic aircraft flying at an altitude of 1200 meter where the temperature is 0 degrees centigrades and the sound of aircraft is heard 3 seconds after passing of aircraft over the head of an observer. Assume that R equals to 287 joule per kg Kelvin and gamma equals to 1.4. So let first we write the given data. So here the height means altitude is given, that is 1200 meter. Temperature is 0 degrees centigrades, so we need to convert it into the Kelvin, so it is 273 Kelvin. The time after which the sound of airplane is heard by observer, that is 3 seconds. The capital R, that is gas constant, is given, that is 287 joule per kg Kelvin. The gamma is given, adiabatic constant 1.4. We need to find the velocity of projectile and the Mach number. So students, here first by using the relation of velocity of sound for adiabatic process, we can able to find out the velocity of sound, that is under root of gamma RT. So the value of gamma is given, that is 1.4. The R is there 287 and the temperature is given, that is 273. So by using this data and relation, we get the value of speed of sound at 0 degrees centigrades, that is 331.197 meter per second. So this is the velocity of sound. Now we represent the pictorial views of the situation. So let we take, this is observer, O is indicating observer. So observer is standing over here. So we have the positions of O. Aircraft is flying, the projectile is flying at an height of 1200 meter altitude. So at this position the Mach cone will be like this. So the observer cannot be able to hear the sound of disturbance because it is outside of the Mach cone. Observer is situated in the zone of silence. But when this projectile is moving at certain points, so the time, suppose let's say this is 0 time, and here after 3 seconds the observer can be able to hear the noise which is created by this projectile. So we assume that it is comes in the cone after 3 seconds. So this is the point at which the projectile will reach after 3 seconds. So let we give the name, this is the B point, here it is A point and it is O, and this angle is the Mach angle which is indicated by alpha. So students, the distance traveled from A to B, which is in 3 seconds, so it is distance equals to velocity into time. So let we assume the velocity of this projectile is V, so it is equals to 3 times of V, it is of 3 times V. Now from this triangle OAB we are going to calculate the two different angles, one is tan alpha and another is sin alpha. So tan alpha equals to the OA upon AB. So OA, that is 1200 and AB is 3 times of velocity of projectile. So this is the value of tan alpha. Now we go for the sin alpha, and sin alpha we know that Mach angle equals to 1 by Mach, and Mach equals to the velocity of object divided by velocity of sound. We know the velocity of sound is 331.19 and the velocity of projectile is unknown, it is v, which is equals to sine alpha. Now from these two relations we know that the tan alpha equals to the sine alpha upon cos alpha. So we put down the value, so it becomes 1200 divided by 3v equals to 331.19 divided by v upon cos alpha. So from this equation we get the value of cos alpha, which is equals to 0.82799. And if we do the inverse of this, then we get the value of alpha, which is equals to 34.1. Now from the value of alpha, we can able to calculate the Mach number. Mach number equals to 1 upon sine of alpha. So we have 1 upon sine of 34.1. So we get the value of Mach number, that is 1.7833. And now from Mach number, we are able to calculate the velocity of aircraft. So the velocity of aircraft equals to 331.19 divided by sine of alpha. So 331.19 divided by sine of 34.1. So we get the velocity of aircraft, that is 590.68 meter per second. And if we need to convert it into the kilometer per hour, then we need to multiply it with the 3600 and divide with the 1000. So our answer comes in kilometer per hour, and it is 2126.46 kilometer per hour. So this is our final answer. Now second numerical. A supersonic aeroplane is flying at 1500 km per hour at an altitude of 10 km above sea mean level in standard atmosphere. The pressure and densities are 2.5 Newton per centimeter square absolute and 0.4 kg per meter cube. Calculate the pressures, temperature and density at stagnation point on the nose of aeroplane. So in this numerical, we have to use the various relationship for stagnation properties. So let me first write the given data. So here velocity is given, that is v1, which is 1500 km per hour. So we are going to convert this velocity into meter per second. So 1500 multiplied by 1000 divide by 3600. So we get answer in meter per second, and that is 416.66 meter per second. The height is given, that is 10 kilometer. The pressure is given P1, that is 2.5 Newton per centimeter square. So again we need to convert it into the Newton per meter square. So it is becomes 2.5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. Density is given ρ1, and that is 0.4 kg per meter cube. Then the gas constant is given R, that is 287 joule per kg Kelvin. The gamma is given, that is the 1.4, and we need to find the P naught, rho naught and T naught, that is stagnation properties. So first of all we calculate the velocity of sound at standard temperatures. So for that we use the relation, that is square root of R, gamma and T1. So the temperature is not given to us in the numerical. So we calculate using the relationship that P1 by ρ1 equals to R into T1. So P is known, that is the 2.5 into 10 to the power 4. The value of gamma is 0.4. Here it is 287 into T1. So we get the value of T1 equals to 217.77. So we get the velocity, that is 1.4 into 287 into 217.77, which is under the square root. So we get the velocity of sound at this temperature 295.80 meter per second. Now using the velocity of projectile and velocity of sound, we calculate first the Mach number. So the Mach number m1 equals to the v1 divided by c1. So 416.66 divided by 295.80. So we get the Mach 1.4085. Now we apply the thermodynamic relationship for the stagnation properties. First we write the formula for stagnation pressure, that is P0 equals to P1 into, in the bracket, 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into m1 to the power 2 whole to the power gamma upon gamma minus 1. So we put down the value. Here the pressure is 2.4 into 10 to the power 4 in the bracket 1 plus 1.4 minus 1 divided by 2 into 1.408 whole to the power 2, and bracket complete, bracket to the power 1.4 divided by 1.4 minus 1. So finally we get the answer that 2.5 into 10 to the power 4 into, the answer of this bracket is 3.2206, and finally we get the answer that 80515.96 Newton per meter square. So this is our stagnation pressure. Now we are going for the stagnation temperature. So the temperature is indicated by T0, which is equals to T1 into the bracket 1 plus gamma minus 1 divided by 2 into m1 to the power 2. So now we put down the value, it is 217.77 into, in the bracket, 1 plus 1.4 minus 1 divided by 2 into 1.408 whole to the power 2, bracket is complete. So we get the temperature, that is 304.17 Kelvin. So this is our stagnation temperature. Now we are going to calculate the stagnation density. So it is indicated by rho naught, which is equals to rho 1 in the bracket 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into m1 to the power 2 and bracket to the power 1 upon gamma minus 1. So the value of rho 1 is 0.4 in the bracket 1 plus 1.4 minus 1 divided by 2 into 1.408 whole to the power 2, bracket is complete, bracket to the power 1 by 1.4 minus 1. So we get the answer 0.9223 kg per meter cube. So this is our stagnation density. So in this way, students, we solve the numerical for stagnation properties. Thank you for attending this video lecture.